lower back pain and upper shoulders. Okay. Motor neuron disease. Okay. So how many of y'all have heard about breath and how quickly we can reverse symptoms through breath hold? How many of y'all have even heard about it? Let's be honest, and fingers moving on the chat. Sujata ma'am has heard about it. Okay. So I can see quite a few of you all have heard about breathworks. So I think you all are going to be more curious to know how you're going to reverse your symptoms and without popping a pill. I'm sure nobody enjoys popping a pill and the side effects we all know about. So now, if I have your permission, I would like to share the screen so that you get to know more and more about breath hold and how you can improve your symptoms and reverse your disease, whatever has been named by the allopathy doctor. Amanada Harrison, ma'am, severe skeletal issues. Okay. Yes, the recording will be shared, Geeta, ma'am. So if I have your permission, please write in the chat. I would like to share the screen to enlighten you more about Kumbhak or breath hold. Trauma is stored in the body. Okay. Just give me 2 minutes as I share the screen. So, Ashtaang Chikitsa online therapy for Neuro Musculoskeletal Problems. Namaskar, I welcome you all to the Ashtaang Chikitsa webinar. My name is Rachna Bothra and I'll be your host for today's webinar. I'm a part of an organization called Avisa Healing and Fitness Private Limited. In today's webinar, we will present to you a unique therapy for curing neuromusculoskeletal problems that you or someone in your family may be suffering from, but have not yet found permanent relief despite spending a good amount of money and time on various treatments. Ashtaang Chikitsa can also be used as a preventive method so that you keep your internal organs functioning at their optimum levels. Are your doctors telling you your problem cannot be cured, but will only have to be managed? Organs do not regenerate. Today is the day you will come to know you may not have to take medicines lifelong just to manage your disease. Your problem can certainly be cured. Organs can regenerate. Now I'd like to introduce you all to Swami Sri Raj Vibhuji, a rare Kumbhak yogi. Swamiji has been transforming lives of thousands of people who have not found any relief even after years of using allopathic medicine. He's taken people out of chronic diseases like thyroid, BP, heart, diabetes, and even life-threatening diseases like cancer. Who is this webinar for? For people who are tired of temporary treatments and are looking for something natural and permanent. For people who want to take charge of their health in their own hands and are willing to work on themselves to come out of their health issues. Reversing neuromusculoskeletal problems with Ashtaang Chikitsa, freedom from pain and medicine. Ashtaang Chikitsa can heal, I think, certain pains you can relate to, as you wrote in the chat. Knee pain, very, very important. Lower back pain, hip issues, pain in the leg, drop foot, spine related issues, slip disc, disc bulge, weak spine, spondylitis, frozen shoulder, drooping shoulder, tennis elbow, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, dislocation, neuropathy, or the nerve issue. Ashtaang Chikitsa can further heal muscular dystrophy, multiple sclerosis, TMJ disorder, varicose veins, psoriatic arthritis, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, spinal stenosis, myasthenia gravis, Bell's palsy, cervical spondylosis, carpal tunnel syndrome, ataxia, Guillain-Barré syndrome, ABN, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, glaucoma, vertigo, ankylosing spondylitis. All these diseases that we just talked about are degenerative diseases, which means that the organs are becoming weak. So a long-term or permanent solution is possible if we can somehow increase the regeneration factor of the body. But no medicine can regenerate the organs, be it allopathic, Ayurvedic, homeopathy, or any other medicine. In today's webinar, you will discover the one and only method that can regenerate the internal organs. Let's hear from Swami Sriraj Vibhuji. Please pay attention to what he has to say about the human body and the diseases, because you will not find this information anywhere else. Through his knowledge, thousands of people suffering from chronic ailments have transformed their lives completely. It can change yours also. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. After this, we are going to play the recorded video of Swamiji, where you're going to get enlightened about how breathworks can change your symptoms and thereby reverse your disease. After that, we will be playing the recording or have somebody live who's been a part of Ashtaang Chikitsa. Then we are going to share the online program details. Last but not the least, we will be taking up your questions, all related to your health, of course, within the limited time. So everybody, please take your virtual seats and please give full ears to what Swamiji is saying about the human body and how with breath work you can reverse your current pains and aches. Thank you so much. Over to Anilji to share the video.
Namaste to all of you and good morning. Am I audible? Am I audible? There is nothing harm in giving a little smile. You'll feel good. Isn't it? Smile has become rare in the world. So, what we are doing? We are doing Kumbhak Chikitsa or Kumbhak therapy. Anybody who has heard this name Kumbhak before? Have you ever heard this name Kumbhak? People into Yoga Kalachara, they might have heard this word Kumbhak. But what we are presenting is a part of Ayurveda, not yoga. So it will be a little different, right? This is a part of Ayurveda. Now to introduce you to Kumbhak, are you doing Kumbhak in your daily life? So let's start from there. Anybody and everybody cannot do any function without Kumbhak. So let's understand Kumbhak first and let's see what can Kumbhak do in your life. So anybody and everybody cannot function without doing Kumbhak. So let's do an experiment, right? We'll do an experiment. And you have put your cameras off. I don't know whom I'm speaking to. It's when people gather together, it's an opportunity to actually see faces and meet people. And you don't know tomorrow will be there or not. Can anybody guarantee? So enjoy your today. If possible, put on your cameras. Clasp your fingers. Clasp your fingers. And pull hard. Pull hard. As hard as possible. How you creating the strength of pull? Relax. How you are pulling. How you are pulling. Lot of things might be coming to your mind. Using the strength of your muscles. Using your conviction, using your mind or whatnot. But you are not looking at the right point. So let's do it again. And wherever I am indicating, look there. Let's do it again. If you do the experiment, you will know what I am talking about. So everybody should participate. Pull hard. And see, the more hard you want to pull, the more you have to hold your breath. Yes or no? The more hard you want to pull, the more you have to hold your breath. Can we now push? Can we do a pushing experiment? push hard. And see, the more hard you want to push, the more you have to hold your breath. Yes? Yes? Now pick up a point in front of you. Pick up a point in front of you, a small object or a point in front of you, and try to focus without distraction. Focus on that point. Focus on that point. Become absolutely still and focus on that point. The more focus you want to create, you'll see your breath will become shallow and it will hold up. You know, you can relax, you can relax. I don't know if you had breakfast or not. You had breakfast? You had breakfast. Okay. Just remember clearly with your closed eyes. Remember clearly in detail what kind of breakfast you had in the morning. Close your eyes and try to remember in detail the colorful imagination. See, even if you have to remember, you have to hold your breath. And then your remembrance becomes better. Okay, relax. Somebody talked about dementia. What is your problem? Why you are not able to remember? Because you are not able to hold your breath. Now, if you have to balance yourself, stand on one leg, or somebody is pushing you. You want to stay on the ground. You want to hold the ground. What do you do? What do you do? Somebody wants to push you and you want to hold the ground. What do you do? You hold your breath. Yes. You want to stand on one leg. Create a balance. How do you create a balance? You hold your breath. Right? How do you dance? How do you sing? How do you walk? You hold your breath in variable proportion behind. Don't notice it. You don't notice it. You hold your breath in variable proportion behind. Walking, jogging, yoga, Zumba, aerobics, whatever you do, household chore, whatever you do, even you have to get up from the chair. What did you do? You held your breath for a short time, isn't it? Can you do any action without holding your breath behind? You can't. The only thing is you are not noticing it. You are not noticing it. So action in life happens because of kumbhaka, the breath hold that you did in variable proportion, at variable point of time, in variable mode, sitting, standing, lying down. What you are doing? You are holding your breath, or you are doing kumbhaka. You are doing kumbhak to do an action. Now, in all your problems, in neuro musculoskeletal problems, what is the basic issue that you have? It is inability to do action properly. Yes or no? Any kind of neuro musculoskeletal problem, what is the basic issue that you are suffering from? You are not able to do action properly. When you do action, either you feel pain, or you do not have that kind of strength, or you do not have hold over your limbs. Yes? So let's understand the basic problem. Only if we understand the basic problem and we connect it with something which is practical, you can come out of the problem. Otherwise, in the last 100 years, tell me one person who has come out of arthritis by taking medicine. One person who has come out of rheumatoid by taking medicine. One person who has come out of Parkinson, dementia, and so on and so forth, osteoporosis, by taking any kind of medicine. We do not have even a single proof in the last 100 years that we have come out of these problems by taking medicine. And I'm talking about chemical medicine, allopathic medicine. Now, one more commonsensical question. Would you put diesel into a petrol engine or a petrol vehicle? No? Not, never? Never. So, tell me, was your body designed for a chemical intake? Your body was not designed for chemical intake. For the vehicle, you use your common sense. For human, your body, where does this common sense go? If your body is not designed for chemical intake, your body is not going to become better or healthier by chemical intakes. So where is the proof? All these diseases, are they increasing in the world or decreasing in the world? It's all increasing. All the chronic diseases are increasing in the world. Is there a single diabetic patient who has come out of diabetes by taking medicine in the last 100 years? One blood pressure heart disease patient? Do you know blood pressure and heart disease has become the #1 cause of death? Thyroid patient? Have we been able to cure any thyroid patient? Autoimmune disorder patient? Cancer is increasing at the rate of 12% every year. Arthritis, rheumatoid, and you listen to all those problems. Neuro Musculoskeletal Problems. Even a single patient hasn't been able to come out of these problems by taking chemical medicine. In fact, the data says these all problems are rampantly increasing in the world. So it is high time that we look in some other direction. We think out of the box. With a different kind of a false narrative, you are not going to become better. You start with one medicine, and how many medicines you have come up to? Now, if we understand this body, we can understand how we can reverse our problems. The whole purpose is to reverse these problems. So one example, the core key of how to reverse your problem, I have given it through an experiment. So whenever you make effort, you use kumbhak. Now effort happens with your neuro-musculoskeletal system. You use your breath hold to integrate your neuro-musculoskeletal system to make an effort. Right? So if your neuromusculoskeletal system do not get the proper regeneration and degeneration, you will not be able to make right effort or proper effort. What I am talking about is regeneration in the body, new tissues forming, and degeneration of the body, old tissues going out of the body. This is a continuous process that is happening in the body. So let's see, is this regeneration and degeneration, the balance of this has deviated in the world? So what is your knee problem? What is your knee problem? The regeneration of cartilages are not happening. Myelitis, or what you call as myopathy, muscle loss, muscle weakness, what is that? The regeneration is not happening properly. The arthritis factor also happens because of lot of toxins at the joint. The degeneration is not happening properly. Toxins are not getting removed from the body properly. So this regeneration and degeneration is something that we have to get into balance. How many people you see are overweight or underweight in today's world? This problem is huge in the world, isn't it? Either the people are overweight or underweight. To maintain the right weight balance has become difficult in the world. Yes, isn't it? Yes. What is the basic problem? It is the imbalance of regeneration and degeneration. In Ayurveda, the rate of regeneration and degeneration is called as Vata. There is a word for it in Ayurveda. The rate of regeneration and degeneration is called as Vata. The energy of regeneration and degeneration is called as Pitta. And the material management in regeneration and degeneration is called as Kapha. So Ayurveda says, if there is a deviation of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, you will get into neuromusculoskeletal problem. I am generalizing it. Any kind of neuromusculoskeletal problem comes under what I am describing. So, I will describe it in another way also. But let's first talk about regeneration and degeneration. Now, this regeneration and degeneration depends upon what? It depends upon your body's ability to utilize food. What you term as metabolism. Your body's ability to utilize food. The food that you eat, the body should be able to utilize it to create new tissues, to create muscles, to create bone density, to create nervous system or nerves. Now this metabolism has gone weak in the world. What is the proof? Do you know neuromusculoskeletal problem is a metabolic disorder? Do you know diabetes is metabolic disorder? Do you know heart disease is metabolic disorder? Thyroid is metabolic disorder. Cancer is metabolic disorder. Any kind of chronic disease has a metabolic disorder in its core. Even your immune system disorder, autoimmune disease and other immune disorder, metabolism is a precursor to any immune system disorder, and they work inversely proportional. If your immunity is high, your metabolism will come down. Your immunity will go high when your body will get into some kind of risk. Do you think when you put a chemical inside the body gets into risk? Your body is not designed for chemical intake. When you put a chemical medicine into your body, the body gets into risk. It enhances, increases the immune system and downplays the metabolic system. All metabolic disorder is increasing in the world because of chemical medicine intake increasing rampantly in the world. One major factor of why you have got into neuro musculoskeletal problem is from childhood you are taking in chemicals or pushing chemicals inside the body. In the name of vaccination, in the name of doing something good to your body, you are actually doing a criminal act with the body. And obviously, the health quotient of the world cannot increase because of your destruction or destructive activity on your own body. I'll give you one example. All of you must have some quantity of medicine at home. Everybody has paracetamol, yes or no? You have paracetamol or some kind of painkiller in your home, in your first aid box, right? Now I'm just trying to make you understand. It is very important that you get it right. If you understand the whole thing clearly, then only you will be able to take a right decision towards correcting your system, isn't it? What you do in your life is your freedom. But you must get it clear in your head first. So, there are two kinds of painkillers. One is called as steroids. The other category is called as NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Your paracetamol, nimesulide, there are many, ibuprofen, aceclofenac, diclofenac, all these comes under NSAID. Now they do this pain relieving activity by inhibiting a biocomplex called prostaglandin. Prostaglandin inhibitors. They are called as prostaglandin inhibitors. Now prostaglandin, what it does? Prostaglandin activates the regenerative factor in your body. When you are taking a painkiller, you are saying, I don't want new tissues in my body. When you are taking a painkiller or you are trying to put down your fever, you basically are saying, I don't want regeneration in my body. So what will you get? When you take paracetamol, what will you get in the life? Arthritis, rheumatoid, myasthenia gravis, dementia, tendinitis, carpal tunnel syndrome, and so on and so forth. Because these are all degenerative disease. What will your body do if it has to kill a virus within itself? Everybody of you must have gone through some kind of cold and cough, viral flu or corona. In your life, you must have gone through all these cold and cough, viral flu, some kind of a viral infection. What happens when you get cold and cough? What happens first in your body? The body raises the temperature, what you call as fever. The body raises the temperature. By increasing the temperature by 5 degrees, the virus will get killed. But the moment body raises temperature, what do? Paracetamol. You are saying, I don't want you to kill the virus. So you want to treat yourself by taking medicine. If you don't take medicine, the viral will go off in 3 to 5 days. But if you take medicine, it will go off in a week to 15 days. But we are intelligent people, you know. We want to give credit to some medicine. So a week and 15 days is okay. Because if you would not have taken the medicine, you would have been treated in 3. You would have become well in 3 to 5 days. But we are intelligent people and we have to give credit to the recovery to some medicine. We choose a longer path. Okay, we'll become fine in 10 to 15 days, so we take medicine. Despite of your taking chemical intake, you are still living and breathing. Just pat your back, appreciate your body at least. With so much of torture, you are still living. This body is such a resilient entity. You have tried to kill it in every possible way, still it is living. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. You are trying to stop or activate every function within yourself, within the body. The body knows how to survive, how to do action. Are you doing the heart activity inside the body, your own body? Are you doing it? Are you conducting it? Are you conducting any function inside the body? Doing the heartbeat? You are not doing it. You don't know how it is happening. Liver function, are you doing it? Kidney function? Neuro function? No, you are not doing it. But you feel it is my right to stop any function inside the body or deviate any function inside the body. You take in a chemical. These chemicals are called agonist or antagonist. They either stop a function or deviate a function. So we have tried to kill this body in every possible way. If it is still surviving, it's a miracle. It's a miracle, isn't it? You must at least appreciate the sturdiness, the robustness of this mechanism, which is human body. Okay, so I just gave you a hint of what we are doing. Don't go on narrative. You all are intelligent species. Use your wisdom rather your information or education. Please use your wisdom. You are all intelligent people. Don't always agree to what somebody says. There is a wisdom of life there which is alive in you. If you think from that wisdom, you can see this very clearly. So, Vata Pitta Kapha. Now I'll talk about Vata Pitta Kapha in a way where we can actually correct it. So the whole system or any living entity functions on three factors, which is Vata Pitta Kapha. Of course, I described it in a different manner. Now I am describing it in a different manner. First, the most powerful aspect which is needed inside your body is pressure. Pressure. Because action always happens in pressure gradient. So even if the cloud has to pour somewhere, you have read this rain cycle. From the sea, the water has to rise and become cloud. Then the cloud moves from high pressure to low pressure zone and pours down there. So even the cloud movement happens in a pressure gradient. From lower down in a tree, the tree has to pump water and mineral and all the food up. That happens in a pressure gradient from a high pressure to a lower pressure zone. In your body, food moves into your cells and out of your cells in a pressure gradient. You have to create an osmotic pressure. Your body has to create an osmotic pressure of the tissues and cells for proper intake and exchange of materials and gases and water. So your body functions in the right kind of a pressure ecosystem or architecture. If this pressure architecture goes down, your organs will not function properly. The absorption will not happen properly. Metabolism will not happen properly. Exchange of water, gases, and nutrients will not happen properly. The right kind of pressure has to be generated in the body. Now I'm giving you one more example and proof to understand this. Just imagine your grandfather, grandmother. Just imagine your grandfather, grandmother. If you compare your grandfather and grandmother with yourself and think of the same age line, at the same age, what is the difference between them and you? One common difference. You can say they were not into these many problems. Yes, but what is that factor because of which they were not into all these chronic disease? They could make more effort with their body. You can't make that much of an effort with your body in comparison. They could do lot of things at a particular age with their body, make lot of effort. At the same age, you are not that efficient comparatively, isn't it? What we have lost through the ages, we have lost the capacity of effort making, of making effort. Our capacity of making effort is less. than their capacity. So what you have lost fundamentally, if you have lost effort making ability, you have lost the capacity to hold your breath, because you make effort by holding your breath. Yes or no? Are you getting it? Are you with me? We have done an experiment. If somebody has joined later, they can watch the webinar again, because it is very important that you understand things. Only then your life will become better. It will not become better with ideas and narratives. So what you have lost in 2 generations, the ability to make effort with your body. That means you have lost the ability to hold your breath. Do you want to improve your life or not? Do you want to improve your effort making ability or not? Do you need a Kumbhak practice or not? Let me tell you, this is the only way through which your life experience, the quality of life will improve. There is no other way. If you think some medicine can improve your life, you are daydreaming. It will never happen. You must increase the body's ability to make effort. Now, what is metabolism? What is metabolism? The body's ability to utilize food. Now, take an example from your life's experience. You know, in your life, whenever you did lot of activity, that day you get lot of hunger. You become more hungry, isn't it? The more you become hungry, the more the body utilizes food. So with lot of effort in your young days, whenever you did lot of effort, lot of work, you became more hungry that day, you ate more food and your body utilized more food. How did you do activity? Whatever activity that you did, by holding your breath in variable proportion. When you did Kumbhak, your body's ability to utilize food and your hunger increased. So Kumbhak increases metabolism. And we have lot of proof of that. There are thousands of people who have done Kumbhak and they have improved their metabolism. Their regeneration capacity has increased. People with lot of degenerative disease, they have come out of those diseases. People have come out of degenerative neuro disease also. Paralysis. People have come out of paralysis. Drop foot, myasthenia gravis, lockjaw, frozen shoulder. And we always say, even in the case of Parkinson, there is only one way in which you can improve your condition, and that is by doing Kumbhak. So first thing first, your metabolism has to improve. The moment your metabolism improves, the autoimmune factor of the body balances out. So whenever you take a pill or take some food which is deviated, genetically modified, hybrid, processed, inorganic, your body gets into risk. So it increases the immune quotient, the immune factor, the metabolism goes down. Whenever you take medicine, the immunity increases, metabolism goes down. We have deviated the environment also. Even with your breath, when you are breathing, your immune factor is trying to push up and your metabolism trying to go down. No doubt all the metabolic diseases are on rise. They are becoming epidemic. So first thing first, you have to increase your metabolism. And that will happen with Kumbhak. With Kumbhak, you can increase your metabolism, and you'll see the moment you increase your metabolism, the autoimmune factor which is there inside the body, it goes down. It balances out itself. So even rheumatoid arthritis or any kind, Hashimoto or any kind of autoimmune syndrome in the body, it gets balanced out. It can become, you can reverse those things by taking in steroid. You will get into more and more problem. You should only take chemicals in a very emergency situation and for a short period of time. You should only take medicine when the condition is at a very high risk, and that too you should take it for a short period of time. Then you should ideally work upon the body in such a manner that your body's recovery strength, regenerative strength, metabolic strength, immunity, hormonal balance, detox strength, they improve. And the body should be able to take care by itself, because your body is designed for it. It can take care of anything by itself, but that strength has become very weak. So by Kumbhak we can increase all those strengths. So you should be working upon the body. If you start doing Kumbhak, you should work upon the body for at least 6 months. For 3 months continuously, if you work, you can reduce 50% of your chemical medicine and take some alternative natural medicine. After 6 months, you decrease that 50% of chemical also to null. 100% of what medication you should be taking has to be natural, without any side effect, those kind of medication. Herbal. After 1 year, no medication at all, because your body is designed to take care of itself. You don't have the recovery strength. That's what we will increase through Kumbhak. Now, you can't change the environment. The second factor, I'll talk about 3 factors and then we'll go towards the question answer session. We'll tell you a little about the course. So the second factor, with every chemical, you get a side effect. You get an adverse drug reaction in the body. Right? Now, it doesn't happen with just chemical intake. It happens with the deviated food intake also. It happens with the deviated environment also. Now, you can't change the environment overnight. You should start changing the environment today. It will take 200 years. So what you should build is your tolerance toward a deviated environment. To build a tolerance toward a deviated food. To build a tolerance towards the adverse drug reaction. If you are tolerant enough, you will get less damage in the body. You can reduce the damage. You can reduce the adverse drug reaction. You can reduce the impact, the side effect of those things, isn't it? So how do you tolerate things? Now suppose you lift a 10 kg weight. You lift a 10 kg weight. How do you lift it up? How do you tolerate it? You hold your breath, isn't it? Can you lift any weight without holding your breath? No. The more weight you have to lift up, you'll have to hold your breath more. So you tolerate things by holding your breath. Suppose you have to now lift 20 kg weight. So you have to hold your breath even more, isn't it? How do you tolerate weight? 10 kg weight? by holding your breath in a certain proportion. Now, if you have to lift 20 kg weight, you will have to hold your breath even more. Are you practicing it? No, you are not practicing it. You are not doing kumbhak. So how will you ensure that you do the risk in your life, the future risk gets reduced in your life? How can you ensure then? If you do not improve the tolerance of this body. By taking medicine, you will land up in a hospital one day. That is for sure. And the organ damage will happen one after another. You have to ensure that you tolerate the wrongs, the side effects of whatever we are consuming at this point of time. Not only consumption, but the environment also. So if you have more tolerance, you will be saved. Otherwise, there is no chance. Right? Second part, I have told you. Tolerance. That's how your future risk and the tolerance to all the wrongdoings will increase. You will get less damage. Okay. So, metabolism you have to improve. Kumbhak will improve. Tolerance you have to build. That Kumbhak will do. Third thing, what is the greatest weakness in your body which has created all the damage? Do you know it? You actually don't know. What all your diagnostics do is basically measure the symptom that is happening. But why the damage happened inside the body, nobody can actually scan it, diagnose it, do any test of it. The diagnostic system, the current diagnostic system cannot even tell you 1% of the total things that is happening inside the body. So it is insufficient. We have to do some other kind of diagnosis which can tell us the root weakness in the system and work upon it for a faster result. So that is why we do the world's only Prana Shakti diagnosis, which actually diagnoses the weakness in the functional capacity of human body. A particular functional capacity. So we tell you to do a little experiment with your breath, with a little experiment with your body and emotions, and fill up the form. Those results actually help us to come to a conclusion of what functional aspect of your body has become weak, because of which you have got into a particular problem, and then the other problem also came along. That is what we take as a basis to customize your module. We teach you a generic module. All of you will be taught a generic or the same kind of a Kumbhak module, and after diagnosis we'll customize it as per your body. So everybody's Kumbhak module gets customized according to the problem the person is facing. Because all of you don't have the same problem, isn't it? You have all different problems, and it has progressed into multiple issues also. But something might have started first. So we do a diagnosis, a different, non-invasive, world's only Prana Shakti diagnosis, which actually tells us the functional weakness of your body. Right? We don't test ingredients. We don't test levels. We test the functional weakness of your body. And we customize the module according to that so that you get a faster and a better result. So pressure I talked about is one thing through which you do action. The temperature of your body also has an ability to treat you or and keep you in a better health. That is called as pitta. Pressure and temperature actually does the material management of your body. So pressure is called as vata. Pressure also generates or regulates the temperature of your body. So it is called as pitta, the temperature factor. And the third factor is kapha, which is basically material management which happens because of pressure and temperature. So this is vata, pitta, kapha. The most powerful way to correct vata, pitta, kapha is regulating the pressure. You can regulate the pressure by breath hold only. There is no other way. So we control the vata. The vata is controlled by pressure. The pressure also regulates the pitta, temperature of your body. So vata, pitta gets control. Vata, pitta together controls the material management, the kapha factor in your body. The regeneration, degeneration thereby gets into balance, right? So just by two factors, regeneration, degeneration, I have explained how it can be corrected and what are you doing to correct it, what is the right approach, what you are doing, how it is a wrong approach. You can take a proof of evidence of the numbers, the data of people into disease and how much it is increasing day by day. From there you can have the evidence of what I am saying. And you also know it through your own experience. So the experiments that we did, it's all into your experience. So we have to look at the health of humanity from a completely different perspective to actually reverse it, come to a state of health and happiness. Right? I'll stop here.
Thank you so much for listening to Swamiji patiently. Now, I would like to request, just a sec, Uma Rani ma'am to please share her journey of Ashtaang Chikitsa. Uma Rani ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening.
Good
Could you
evening.
hear? Can
Yes,
you hear?
ma'am, we can hear you. Yes, ma'am, we can hear
Thank
you.
you. I joined the course on January 5th, 2026 and finished March 12th. So I have a tremendous improvement in my health, particularly regarding I have tongue pain. I'll come first to this. I have tongue pain. I have been suffering from migraine from the age of 6. So for the past 66 years, I have been suffering from migraine. And because of that, my migraine has transformed into tongue pain. But nobody was able to diagnose it. I was having severe tongue pain, tongue irritation. So I have, and nobody is here. I'm in Chennai. Nobody is here to diagnose also what is the problem. Finally, one doctor who is a family doctor told me that is maybe this is because of yours. So I had to settle with what I have. So I thought that I had to live with it only. But I didn't expect this from this treatment. I have joined this treatment only for my musculoskeletal pain only because I'm always having muscular pain and my spinal cord was very weak right from my childhood. So I have my lumbar pain and my cervical pain. Everything I was having, I used to live with it only. But this tongue pain, I'm really, I don't know how to say also. And my tongue is always dry. And whenever I lie down, I cannot sleep because of there's no saliva. So dry cough will always come. Now I'm having very good saliva secretion. I'm really thankful to you. And I'm having ulcer operation also. I have undergone so many problems, but all my stomach problems have gone. Just like that, it has gone. Really, I don't know how to convey my thanks to you for this. This I didn't expect at all. But of course, I was expecting I needed some muscular pain relief. That also I have got. Within 3 weeks of starting this exercise, my muscular pain has come 50% reduced. And by finish, my cervical spondylitis and muscular pain has gone totally. Totally means totally I have gone. But I expected some weight loss, that didn't happen. And my lumbar pain also reduced to 80%. And definitely, because to maintain my health, I used to do yoga, and also definitely I'll be doing this Kumbha yoga. So definitely, I think I'll be able to come out of it fully. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I can see the happiness in your face, and I'm sure eventually you will have weight loss also. As your joint pain is gone, you will be able to do more walking and things like that. So now I would like to invite Karuna Karan Subaiya ji for sharing his journey. Karuna Karans. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. Namaste. Sir, can you please unmute? We can't hear you. So you just need to press the switch. Yes, Pravina ma'am, just 2 minutes. Sir, in the meanwhile, I'll take somebody else and then I'll get back to you. Okay? So that we don't waste time. Ranjini ma'am. Ranjini ma'am. Ranjini Vasudevan ma'am.
Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us today evening.
Yeah. Good evening. I'm also very happy to be a part of this Avisa healing and treatment, means holistic treatment, I should tell. I joined this group, joined these classes on Jan 6, 19. I am a patient of diabetes since last 15 years, and I've also a rheumatoid arthritis patient, along with cervical spondylitis and shoulder pain, everything, all pains together. And what happened is I was in so much of medication that there was a time I was tired of taking medicines. So it was then when in the month of Jan, I saw the ad, means I saw the webinar invite through Facebook. And I thought, why not I also try for this reversing this musculoskeletal pain? And to be very honest, the first day of my class, after doing the Vyan Kriya, I have pain with my leg, ankle pain, right hip, and right knee. After doing the Vyan Kriya, my ankle pain really got reduced. I should tell you, I'm so happy that I'm able to walk. And this gave me some confidence that all this pain in my body will disappear on a day if I continue with these exercises or the kriyas what we learn in the classes. Not only this, since I'm a diabetic patient, my HbA1c was 10. And with after doing these exercises, the next HbA1c I have to take only next month. So, but when I'm monitoring my sugar levels, I am coming to some 200, 210. So this is also giving me a very nice, what to tell, improvement in my health. And these kriyas, what we are doing, if we do not do one day, you feel something is done, something you're missing. Like, and not only that, the pain in the leg, actually, the first, second, and third classes, I have sitting on the stool and then doing the kriyas. From the fourth class, from the fourth session onwards, I started sitting on the floor and doing. So I am very happy that I'm able to do these things with less medication now. I'm now taking only 1.5 mg of glycomet GP 0.5. And then my Ayurvedic medicine, I am continuing with it for time being. But I feel very, very happy that I am a part of this group and my health is improving. And not only that, this leg pain, after doing now, since my last class was over just last Friday, and the next class is the last 10th week starting. So in this time, I have improved a lot. I could focus on my job. I could get proper sleep, which was very, very disturbed because of the body pain. I used to not, sometimes I had to sleep resting on the pillow, sitting and sleeping. All this has come down to a very, what it is, I don't know, I have no words to tell. I'm very, very happy that I'm able to overcome so many things. And I will continue to do these kriyas as long as possible till my, what it is, till I get relief from all this pain. And I'm very, very grateful to Guruji because of such Gurujis only we are able to do something with whose advice, whose motivation. I really want to tell the motivation what he gives while speaking. That is very, very good. And Anjali, who is our mentor, Anjali and Anita ma'am, who are our mentors, I really am thankful, and to the whole Avisa group.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much, ma'am.
much.
Karunakaran, sir, are you able to unmute? Karunakaran, sir. Okay. So, Anilji, we will take up the question since she's not able to unmute.
So we need to provide the program details now.
Oh, so sorry. Yes, the program details. Please. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Just give me a second as I share my screen. We'll go ahead with the program details now. All right, so let us know about the Ashtaang Chikitsa online program details now, as a lot of you must be waiting for this. It's a guided program conducted online by trained Kumbhak mentors, just like you are attending this webinar on the Zoom app. In the same way, the classes will be conducted. This is the first thing. And as Swamiji has already informed in the video, there are 3 modules in the program: Vat, Pitta, and Kapha. And since we are talking about Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, which a lot of you must have heard in Ayurveda, so the Kumbhak that is used in this program is a part of Ayurveda and not yoga or pranayam, as a lot of people believe. It's a part of Ayurveda and not yoga. So just wanted to clarify this important thing. Now, this program is of 9 weeks, but there's 1 week that is added to this. So it comes to 10 weeks. Why 1 week has been added? We'll talk about that also. Over a period of these 9 weeks, there'll be 18 classes. 2 live classes will be conducted per week for 9 weeks. These 2 classes, one is called the main class and the other one is called the practice class. We'll uh, talk about the difference between the main class and the practice class. What are the next steps? You pay the program fee, and there's a special group fee that we'll be announcing for people who are attending it live. Then you'll be filling up a participant onboarding form so that we can create login credentials for course access. By course access, we mean all the previous class recording access. And then you'll be starting your classes with module 1. After completing module 1, you'll be going to the next module, and after that to the third module. All 3 modules have to be completed one by one. Now, total classes in each module, there are 6 classes. And since there are 3 modules, so 6 into 3 makes it a 18 class program. But you can see here, there's one customization class also. What is this customization? That also we'll talk about. So there will be a total of 19 live classes. What are the class start dates? 28 March, 11 a.m. GMT, weekend classes on Saturday and Sunday. The main class will be on Saturday and the practice class will be on Sunday. What is the class experience like? As you must have understood by now, these are live sessions conducted on the Zoom app. The mentors watch all the participants, so it will be compulsory to keep your cameras switched on during the classes so that our mentors can watch each and every participant, and if required, they'll be correcting you there and then. There'll be written instructions also that will be provided to you, and session recordings or the live classes recordings will be also provided. Apart from this, there'll be a lot of extra things like mental practices will be there. There'll be a unique diet perspective or a food perspective. Mind you, this is not a diet plan because there are no diet plans given in this while you are doing this therapy. And there are no dietary restrictions at all, which means you can continue having the kind of food that you're used to eating. And then there'll be simple detox processes, and a lot of knowledge will be shared during these 9 or 10 weeks that you'll be with us. Uh, Now let's talk about what all you get, how is the program conducted, diagnosis, how is the customization done. We'll talk about this now. Number one, Pran Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination. This is the magic of this therapy. Because through this diagnosis, Swamiji is able to determine the weak functional strengths in your body due to which you have landed in your current health issues. And this is a unique diagnosis and one of its kind on the whole planet because it's a non-medical diagnosis. And secondly, it's done online only. Now, both the things may sound very strange to you that what is a non-medical diagnosis and how can it be done online? Let me explain. You'll get a link to a form and you'll be asked to do some experiments on your breath and emotions and note the observations in this form. Second, you'll be writing about all your health issues in detail in this form and in the order that they occurred in. Like this problem came first, then this, you'll be writing in this way. And third, you'll be asked to upload a selfie photograph, shoulder and above, in which the face should show very clearly, but there have to be no specs on the eyes, and in case of ladies, no makeup also. When these three things reach Swamiji, he is able to determine the weak functional strength in your body, which got you into your current health issues. This is Pran Shakti diagnosis. Then weekly, there'll be one main class of 45 to 60 minutes and a practice class of 45 to 60 minutes. Now, what's the difference between that? In the main class, your instructors or your mentors, they'll demonstrate how a Kumbhak practice is to be done because there's a formula. When we say there's a formula, it means there's a count till which you have to inhale, there's a count till which you have to hold, and there'll be focus points also while holding the breath with your closed eyes, where all you will be focusing. So it's a combination of breath hold and focus points. And then how long you have to exhale, there's a count. And how long to hold again after exhalation. There'll be some Kumbhak practices in which you'll be holding your breath again after exhalation. So it's a formula. And in each main class, you will get different formulas which will keep adding to your daily practice. Now, this is the first thing. Then, in some of the classes, Swamiji's videos may be played for more in-depth knowledge. And in the end, there'll be some time left in the main class when you will be practicing. And in the practice class, as the name says, it will be complete practice only with your cameras switched on. Then you'll have access to recordings of the live classes for 3 months after the program is over. Now, since we are saying that it's a 9 week program or a 10 week program, which is about 2.5 months, so 2.5 months plus 3 months. For 5.5 months, these class recordings will be available to you. Then these will be short videos of each Kumbhak formula, which may take just 2 minutes to watch, 5 minutes to watch, or 10 minutes to watch. So you don't have to watch the whole class recording of 60 minutes just to see how a Kumbhak formula was given to you. You just watch that short video and it will save you a lot of time. There'll be written instructions which can be downloaded and you can even print those. And these will come very handy when you're traveling or when the internet speed is low or when there's no internet at all. Because while uh, since you'll be required to practice on the remaining days of the week, will be two live classes. The remaining days of the week will be required to practice. So these will come handy when you're traveling or when there's no internet. Then this is the most important part of the support system that we provide. Like I just told you will be required to practice on the remaining days of the week, the remaining 5 days of the week. Now, while practicing on your own, if you have doubt, if you have any question, this is the place that you'll be posting them in. Your mentors are added to these groups also. So they'll be answering all your questions, they'll clarify all your doubts, and they'll keep guiding you in a step by step manner on a daily basis. Then, individual participant progress tracking and feedback. As you know by now, there are three modules in the program. After every module, you'll be filling up a short form. Through that form, we come to know how much of progress you are making. And if somebody is not making any progress, we try to find out the reason. We try to find out if you're practicing as per the instructions or not, if you're practicing on a regular basis or not. So this helps us to help you. Then this is very important point, and this is connected to the first point. Do you remember the first point? Prana Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination. Now, based on your Pran Shakti diagnosis, every participant will get their customized practices in the 10th week. The diagnosis will be done in the first 10 days of joining the program, but it will be used in the 10th week. Now, a question may arise, if the diagnosis is done in the beginning only, why customization happens in the last? Shouldn't it be given initially only, in the beginning only? There's a reason behind it. When we're talking about neuromusculoskeletal problems, we know that there's organ weakness due to which it is not able to function properly. Since these customized practices are really powerful, and if given in the first week only, your body will not be able to bear the impact of these powerful practices. So, in these 9 weeks, the organ strength is brought to a level wherein when you get these customized practices, you will be able to practice them without any problem. That's why they are given in the end. Then, then you'll also get specially recorded audio instructions, which you can just listen to. You can then just play on your device, on your mobile phone, or on your laptop, and practice along with the instruction. This saves a lot of time because compared to a video, you have to watch the video first and then do. But here you just play and keep on doing. You don't have to watch anything, just listen and do. Now, since Kumbhak is new for most of the people, so so there's not there's less confidence, and when you listen, when you hear about something for the first time, obviously you don't get that kind of a confidence or trust. So you can go to Google and type Avisa Healing and Fitness Private Limited, and you'll be able to see a lot of Google reviews, more than 300 now, and with an average star rating of 4.8, which is considered very high. So just see how people have benefited so that you get confidence and take advantage of this. And if you go to YouTube, you can type Avisa Healing and you'll come across this green color logo. That's our YouTube channel. There are more than 550 testimonials. You click on the playlist and then click on Ashtaang Chikitsa testimonials. More than 500 testimonials you'll be able to watch, and just watch and just find out what kind of benefits people are getting. So what's the course fees? Before that, I'd just like to tell you there are two arrangements. There are one-on-one personal classes, and then there are group classes. I'll talk about the one-on-one first. In one-on-one, you'll get one instructor for yourself, dedicated. The fees for this is INR 60,000. 30,000 can be paid before starting, 30,000 can be paid after a month. If you pay in a single shot, it is just INR 55,000. And if you pay by 12:30 midnight, with 23rd March, that is, you get 2 days. It is 50,000 INR. Now I'll talk about the group classes now. Ashtaang Chikitsa fee is for of 21,000 INR. And like I announced that there's a special fee that we'll be announcing. So this is just INR 15,000. It's so affordable that most of the people can take advantage of this. And in your currency, in GBP, it's 120 Australian dollars, 228 US dollars, 160. So this is the only fee that is to be paid. And this covers everything. 18 classes, therapy, customization, the diagnosis, the support, daily support in the group, all inclusive. This includes the taxes also that we pay to the government of India. So let's recap what all you get. Number one is Pran Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination. Weekly one main class of 45 to 60 minutes, one practice class, access to recordings for 3 months after the program is over, videos of all clears done in the class, written instructions, private WhatsApp group to ask doubts and questions in, individual participant progress tracking and feedbacks after every module, therapy customization in the 10th week, audio instructions. How to enroll? There's a 5-step process. Step one is to pay the program fee. Then you post the payment receipt in the WhatsApp group. This is the same WhatsApp group in which you got the link to attend this webinar. Then Neha from our team or Jhansi from our team, they'll be confirming your payment and they'll be sending you a participant onboarding form and the class WhatsApp group join link. This is the same WhatsApp group, class WhatsApp group link that I talked about just now, where you get daily support. And step 5 is to start attending classes to learn Ashtaang Chikitsa. These are the payment methods. For international payments, you can use your credit card, PayPal account, or a site called wise.com. You can do a bank to bank transfer through this website, wise.com. And this is the world class support team which will make sure that you're able to do this program successfully and get great benefits out of this. Who are in the team? We have Rachna Shrima Bothra, she's the program director. Shalini Bhagwati is the class manager. Neha and Jhansi, they are the enrollment in charges. Manager IT Ashwini, then there are a whole lot of mentors. Neena, Ranjana, Soni, Aruna, Meera, Sushma, Manvi, Anjali, Ganga, Arijit, Vivek. In technical, we have Sheetal. Sheetal is the person who will help you if you face any issues with technology. If you're not able to log into a course dashboard, if your videos are not playing, or if you're not able to download the instructions, Sheetal is the person who will be helping you with this. In personal support, we have Anita. Anita will be calling you on WhatsApp to find out how your program is going on. She finds out if you're facing any problem, and if somebody is facing any problem, she gives a very fast solution because she'll be talking to you directly on the phone. Then we do a lot of collaborations and joint ventures with other holistic healers and therapists. So that part of the work is done by Anil John, that's me. So if you are one of them here and want to collaborate, we can talk after today's webinar, tomorrow, day after, whenever you feel like it. And now here are two super bonuses for fast action takers. Game time now. If you enroll by 12 midnight today, 21st March, you can unlock two amazing bonuses. What are those? Bonus one, you get 12 months of access to class recordings instead of the 3 months, that is one. And bonus two is really, really amazing. You also get 12 months of live Zoom consultations with a senior mentor. Now, what do 12 months of live Zoom consultations mean? It means you get 48 live Zoom support sessions over a period of 1 year, which means 4 sessions a month, which means 1 session a week. Direct face to face on the Zoom app with a senior mentor. It means ongoing mentorship and accountability for full 12 months. We are talking about after the program is over. It means you get expert guidance, answers, and clarity week after week, week after week. Now, we call it a no brainer offer because the bonuses themselves are worth more than the fee of the program. It comes to more than INR 24,000. So that's why we call it a no brainer offer. With Kumbhak, you can put an end to years of pain and suffering, because a lot of people that we talk to, they say, oh, we just see allopathy all everywhere. So we don't know where to go, what works, what doesn't work. So now you have that option. You can end your pain and suffering and escape the side effects of allopathic medicines. We know what havoc these chemical medicines do inside our bodies. And most importantly, you can empower your body so that it can heal itself without medicine. If you support the body, and Kumbhak gives you that method, which can support your body and take you out of any chronic ailment. And with this, I come to the end of my part of the presentation, and we invite you to enroll and get benefited by this amazing therapy. If you got questions, we are here to answer them so that you get more clarity and confidence. Thank you and namaskar. I hand over the webinar back to Rachna.
Thank you so much, Anilji, for sharing the program details.
Okay, I've
So now
activated the chat now. You can put in your
Swamiji
questions
has
now.
joined in also. Namaste, Swamiji. Can you please unmute?
Yes, if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask a question, or you can write in the chat box.
Kantilal Shah ji, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question. Kantilal Shah from London.
Sureshji has a question. Yeah. Will this help diabetes and cholesterol issues that is running for more than 15 years?
Now, primarily it is designed for neuromusculoskeletal problem. But if you have neuromusculoskeletal problem, along with that, if you have diabetes and other issues, you'll see you'll also get help in your diabetes, blood pressure, and other chronic disease. So if you have neuromusculoskeletal issues along with other problem, then you can join this program. And you'll get help in most of the problems that you are facing, apart from neuromusculoskeletal problem.
Manjite ma'am, she wants to see the Kumbhak breathing.
Kumbhak is not breathing. When you hold your breath, that is Kumbhak. When you stop your breathing, that is Kumbhak. So what is Kumbhak? Kumbhak is breath hold on one level, but then you can't do anything without breath. You have to lift weight. And if you go beyond a certain limit, you will have to hold your breath. The more weight you want to lift, the more breath hold you have to. You want to pull, push, jump, do whatever activity, you'll see there is a breath hold factor which is helping you do it. So breath hold is basically the strength enhancing method of your body. So we are talking about breath hold, not breathing. Now breath hold can be done in many ways. You can focus at a point, you can be in a position to do the breath hold. So there are many permutation and combination of breath hold. Lakhs, millions of breath hold methods can be derived by creating certain formula. If you put numbers, like for example, you inhale for a count of 5, hold for a count of 20, and exhale for a count of 10. It's one method. Inhale for a count of 10, hold for 20, exhale for 5. It's a different method. Every formula will impact a particular organ of your body or a certain function of your body. Now, this is customized according to your capability, strength, and weakness. So that is why we do a diagnosis. The world's only diagnosis called Prana Shakti diagnosis. We'll make you do certain experiment on your breath, and we'll create a kundali out of it. We'll create a map out of it. Kundali, map out of it. That map will reveal what are the factors which has become weak in your body, and we'll give you accordingly, we'll give you a formula. So we'll customize Kumbhak for everybody. Everyone will get a customization. Now, why we are not showing any Kumbhak method? There are many methods. Breath hold is Kumbhak. You can hold your breath, that is Kumbhak. The moment you get up from the chair, you hold your breath, isn't it? Walking, jogging, yoga, Zumba, aerobics, gymming, climbing staircases, dancing, singing. Breath hold is something which goes behind. You don't notice it, but without breath hold, you will not be able to do any kind of dynamic activity. Right? So that is Kumbhak. Without Kumbhak, nothing can function in the world, living world I'm talking about, not even in the non-living world. So Kumbhak is a method to create a certain pressure gradient in your body. In pressure gradient, everything moves. Like even outside, if you see how cloud moves from one place to another, in a pressure gradient, from high pressure to low pressure. That's how things move. In a tree, how water and nutrient go up the tree in a pressure gradient from high pressure to low pressure. So pressure is called Vata in Ayurveda. The humanity is losing the capability of creating different pressure gradient. That is why functional disability is something that we are seeing in the world in a pandemic proportion.
Anybody else who would like to ask their question can please do so.
Hello.
You can write in the chat also if you want.
Hello.
Anji Kantilalji, please go ahead.
Kantila. Yeah. Guruji, very interesting talk. I live in London, and it was very, very interesting. I do yoga, tai chi, but these were the most interesting talk. Now, I do suffer with a lot of illness through the stress and all that. I had 9 heart attacks from 2023 to now, and 11 stents in my body. I'm diabetic as well, 3 heart failures. I'm survived to God blessing. But what you talked, I really liked it. What I want to know from you, if myself and my wife joins, right? I think, I don't know, group class is better or one-to-one is better. I would say one-to-one is better, I would say, right? And me and my wife both want to join. So how is it going to work?
See, first of all, everybody will have to go through a diagnosis process.
Definitely.
So everybody's, you and your wife's, the whole practice will be customized according to your state of your body. But let me tell you, to understand it in a very, very simplistic manner, what does heart disease mean? What does heart disease mean? So heart disease or blood pressure issue, basically, in terms of practical, I'm not talking about some kind of a scientific word.
Okay.
Right? It has to be in your experience. See, heart attack has become the #1 cause of death in the world today. Whatever development or advancement we have gone through or we have done in the area of heart disease and blood pressure, it's not working.
Like I've got stent. I feel okay. I feel okay.
Why we need stent? Why 200 years back nobody needed stent?
You're right. But,
So it's not working. We have gone into assisted living rather than becoming
but,
healthy.
but what happens? I've
So
already got 11 steps.
now, if we understand in our practical experience, through our practical experience, there is a possibility that the world will not need stent in future.
With your talk,
Right.
very interesting.
So
Give you 10
yeah,
of 10 on that. Very good
yeah.
talk. I like
So
to cure myself naturally.
so we need to understand what is heart disease and blood pressure issues a person is facing. So in practical sense, when you make effort, you become breathless,
Yes. Yes.
right? You climb staircases, you become breathless.
Correct.
You lift weight, you become breathless. Or you make more effort, you become breathless.
Correct. Correct.
In making effort, what is needed?
Can I stop you just? Sorry. In March 2023, I wasn't a healthy man. I'm okay, I'm diabetic. But what happened? I was working in a community center where I was what you call misused. I worked 20 years and dismissed from my work being truthful. Truthful means there was a fraud happening in the community and I reported them, they got rid of me. He went to court, I won the case, but then it gave me mental sickness. I was really suicidal, then heart attacks and all these came after, right? I was a jolly person up to then. I'm trying to get back to that now. But natural, like you doing, yoga, Tai Chi, anything, I love it, right? But your talk was very, very interesting. But I don't know, because I got this stent. Can I do it? I got heart attack.
Yeah. I'm coming there. I'm coming there.
Yeah.
First of all, you need to get it very clear. Suppose whatever situation you faced, if 10 different people face the same situation, do you think everybody would have gone into same difficulty that you've been through? If 10 people face the same situation, not everybody will crash. There will be 1 or 2% who will not crash at all. So in today's time also, going through all kinds of stress factors, there are certain people who are healthy. They don't crash. There are people who crash very fast.
Yeah.
A little stress and they crash very fast. What is there? What is the difference? That is what I want to come to.
Yes.
Or I want you to understand. So in making effort, you feel difficulty. That is called as heart disease. In making effort, you feel difficulty. But how do you make any kind of effort? By holding your breath.
Holding the breath. But is that easy?
Right. So what is heart disease and blood pressure? Your breath hold has become weak. Now what you need to do? Tell me. In this manner, if you define a problem, you'll get a practical solution.
Yes.
If you define a problem in terms of all those scientific words, maybe everybody will get into heart attack after 50 years.
I know.
We have taken a wrong direction and we are calling it science. We are making the heart of humanity weak and we are calling it science.
That's I'm
the
listening.
problem.
Yeah.
So we need to define the problem in a different manner. So your breath hold capacity has gone weak. That's why you got into a problem. You faced a situation and you crashed because your tolerance. What is tolerance? Your tolerance is weak. Just 3 generations back, 3 to 4 generations back, nobody has heart disease.
You're right.
How could we reach here?
Yeah. All my family had heart disease. All my family.
Right. So we have created heart disease.
Yeah.
And we are not even realizing or not ready to accept because we have been trained into a certain system where we think whatever is happening is good. Unless and until you see your Earth from Mars, you will not realize that we are going all in the wrong direction. Right? So, in a very simple manner, I've told you, heart disease means breath hold capacity has become weak. Now, there is no solution apart from increasing the breath hold capacity. Let me tell you, the more medicine will come up with, the more heart attacks we'll get into. So, see, you are mute. But what I'm telling you, if you have 10 stents in your heart, maybe we'll see how you can do this program. Because if you do it the way we have designed it, maybe a certain part of it will be a little heavy on you, but you need to do it one-to-one, because then I'll guide the person who will be teaching you what to do first, how to build the strength, right? What to avoid. Then I can guide, right? So group session is not for you. But one thing I can guarantee you, you'll actually get back your happiness, strength, and your risk factor will go down drastically. I can understand you have been so lively person, and suddenly so many things. Right.
Anybody else from the participants who would like to ask their question can do so. Please do not miss this opportunity of asking the question to Swamiji.
May I ask a question, Guruji?
Hanji. Aparna ji, please go ahead.
Namaskar. My name is Aparna, and about 22 years ago, I used to jog and I park, and since then my knee has been an issue, and I went through a lot of analysis from doctors. The first of many years, they said, no, it's all okay. You're just making excuses that it's not okay, right? They just blamed it. And only about 3 weeks ago, when I couldn't bear the pain, I went to a consultant, and they have diagnosed osteoarthritis, and there's been a tear as well. So I would like to know if this program is going to help me.
In two different ways, I would explain you how you can come out of this, or how you can improve your joint strength. Now, your joint strength is equal to the amount of weight it can bear or lift. Do you agree with this?
Yes.
Your joint strength is equal to the weight it can bear or lift. Right? In lifting weight, what is the key which you apply to enhance your strength? Suppose for you to lift 10 kg weight is pretty easy, and you are given 20 kg weight to lift. Now, how will you do that? The more weight you want to lift, the more breath hold you will have to do. If you do not have the breath hold capacity for lifting 20 kg, you will not be able to lift it. So weight bearing capacity is your joint strength, but weight bearing capacity is also your breath hold factor. So what is your joint strength? It's your capacity to hold breath. If you have lost your joint strength, what have you lost? Capacity to hold your breath. Are you getting it? Are you with me?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
trying to explain it in the most simplistic manner.
Right.
Which is also very much true to your experience. So your experience is more real than the word you read in a book.
Yes.
right? So your experience says that you
Hello?
need to hold your breath to lift a heavy weight
Yes.
or a weight which is little more than your capacity. So breath hold basically is your joint strength.
हाँ तो आप
Now you have lost your breath hold capacity, thereby you have lost your joint strength. Another example. If you remember your grandfather, grandmother, their weight bearing capacity, load carrying capacity was much more than you. Just go 3 generations back. They used to work in field and their weight carrying capacity, load carrying capacity was much more than you. In 3 to 4 generation, we have lost the weight carrying or weight bearing capacity of this body. So we have lost the joint strength. If you compare it with them, your joint strength is much weak. So if you have lost something, now going out to lift weight will not be easy for you at this point of time. But doing a breath hold will be possible and much easy for you. By doing the breath hold, you will be enhancing the joint strength. One thing, right? I explained it in one perspective, through one perspective, which is also in your experience, right? Meniscus tear or something, we got certain methodology or technology to peep into our body and we are creating ideas, but nobody is able to help the humanity. See, if your legs are weak, you are told not to use it. That means you use a wheelchair. But using a wheelchair will not make your joints strong, will not make your legs strong. So that is why I want you to look at is we have got ourselves into assisted living. If your kidneys are not functioning, you can't strengthen your kidney, you have to transplant it. If your heart is not functioning, you have to do a transplant or some kind of a external invasion inside your body. But that doesn't make your heart strong. Stents do not make your heart strong. Medicine will not make your joint strong. Food doesn't make you grow strong. No, it gives you a little energy. The more food, the less strength you get into. Look at yourself. You were 30 years of age, consumed food for 10 more years. That means you went on to become 40, you became weak. Again, you became 50, you became even weaker. 80 years, ready to go. But 80 years of food didn't make you strong. You would have become a superhuman at 80 years because you have consumed food for 80 years. But it made you weak. Right? So whatever we are interpreting through whatever we have been taught may not be right. Look at life through your experience and you'll find more ways to understand it rather creating an idea out of a book. So food cannot make you strong. Medicine has made humanity weak in the last 100 years. Not just weak, in fact, the weakness has got into our genetics. Nowadays, every disease is because of your genetics. Your diabetes is because your father had diabetes. Now, doctors are interpreting or creating an idea that everything is because of the genetics. They are not responsible. Let me tell you, medicine is responsible for the problem you are getting in. Tell me, do you put diesel in a petrol vehicle? No. Do you think our body was designed for consumption of chemicals?
No.
Do you think our body, human body, was designed for consumption of chemicals?
No.
How can you think that medicine will help you or get you out of a disease? In 100 years, apart from infectious disease, 20% of total disease are infectious. 80% are chronic in nature. And all the chronic diseases are increasing. Diabetes, thyroid, blood pressure, heart disease, cancer. Just name any disease. Neuro musculoskeletal problem, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid, osteoporosis, joint issues, just name it. Every disease is increasing. So if your body is not designed for consumption of chemicals, chemical medicine cannot help humanity. And you'll have to think a little. The time gap, that time window needs to be a little large, little long to understand how it is destroying humanity. You are just thinking short term. You take a painkiller, pain is gone, but cancer is on. Because it deviates your growth factor. Any painkiller that you take, any painkiller, antipyretic medicine, paracetamol, very simple name, paracetamol, diclofenac, aceclofenac, nimesulide, ibuprofen, just name it, any kind of steroid, they are all called as prostaglandin inhibitor. Prostaglandin is the growth factor of your body. If you deviate the growth factor, everybody is going to get into cancer. We have taken a project that everybody has to become cancer. Every person needs to get into cancer. If you deviate the growth factor deviation is called as cancer. So that is why I said, have a bird's eye view of the world you are living in. You cannot think right if you are educated in a particular manner. You have to drop your education and see from your common sense and intelligence and experience. And you'll see whatever we are doing is not right. Second factor, second thing, regeneration. Neuromusculoskeletal problem, they are all degenerative disease. That means there is some part of your body which has degenerated. Now, let me tell you, the amount of food that you consume, how much percentage out of it your body is able to utilize is called as metabolic strength. Now, your ancestors used to utilize 70% of food that they used to consume, but you are able to utilize 30 to 40%. One of the reason is chemical medicine. The second reason is deviated food. The second reason is hybrid, inorganic, processed, genetically modified food that you are consuming. Body doesn't recognize these things. Your body has a recognition towards food. Your body recognizes your food. Every animal recognizes its food. Now, if you change the food, your body will not be able to recognize it. Thereby, it will not be able to utilize proper amount that you supply. So 30 to 40% utilization of food, metabolic disorder. This is called as metabolic disorder. So, can you improve your metabolic strength by any medicine? No. Natural or chemical. You cannot improve your strength by anything from outside. You cannot improve your metabolic strength through medicine, be chemical or natural. You cannot improve your metabolic strength by consumption of food. Food actually needs metabolic strength to digest or metabolize. So regeneration, how will regeneration happen? So the balance of regeneration and degeneration has skewed. Degeneration more, regeneration less. So you are losing the cartilages, the cushion of your joint fast. Now, how to improve metabolism? Now, we need to have an idea of metabolism in terms of dynamic factor of your body. Then only a practical solution will happen. So let me tell you how to describe metabolism. Let's describe metabolism in a way where we can come to a solution. So the amount of inhalation you can do, suppose you can inhale for a count of 10. If you can hold your breath 4 to 5 times more than inhalation, then your metabolic strength is good. Now, if you do it, most of you will not be able to do. Or even if somebody is able to do, the person will be able to do it with difficulty. So, if you improve the breath hold capacity, your metabolism will improve. So, we did world's first scientific experiment. Another way to understand it. For any kind of recovery in your body, any kind of recovery, what do you need? What does this body need? It needs energy, yes or no? For any kind of recovery in your body, the body needs energy. One factor that I associated is if your body will not be able to utilize more food, the energy production will suffer. So if you compare yourself with just 50 years back, people 50 years back, your energy levels, the humanity's energy levels have gone down drastically. Now, in your body, there is a powerhouse of your body. Every cell has an organelle called mitochondria. You can go on Google and just search about mitochondria. Now, mitochondria health has deteriorated in the last 50 years drastically. We did the world's first experiment correlating kumbhak with mitochondria health. The world's first scientific experiment correlating mitochondria and kumbhak, and we found within 4 weeks of doing kumbhak, the mitochondrial health improved drastically. What it suggests practically for you is, the moment you start doing kumbhak, you'll feel more energetic. That energy will translate to recovery, regeneration, detox, functional ability of organ, heart function, liver function, kidney function. That energy will translate to enhanced functioning, enhanced metabolism in your body, enhanced factor of immunity, enhanced tolerance, enhanced protection. And that's how you will recover. You need the recovery strength and energy to recover. Kumbhak is the strength which will also give you energy to recover. That's how you can recover. We can stop transplants in the world. Knee transplant is the only option you will be pushed towards. Ultimately, what is to happen is knee transplant. So today's dispensation, how they play, if your knee is not functioning, transplant, artificial knee. If your liver is not functioning, liver transplant. If kidney is not functioning, kidney transplant. Heart is not functioning, heart transplant. They can't correct anything. And you call it science. Improving the organ strength and function is not the responsibility of current dispensation of treatment. So you will be pushed towards assisted living, not health. Assisted living is what we are pushed towards. Assisted living is not health. So There is no project of creating health in the world. Every project is moving towards assisted, making a person go towards assisted living. Maybe 30 years down the line, you will have 50% of your organs all artificial. You cannot call it creating health. Right? So doing Kumbhak, it will improve the joint strength. It will improve the regeneration factor of your body. And you will see, you will reach to a certain level of health from wherever you are. Everybody will go towards regeneration, rejuvenation, and strength.
Thank you.
Anybody else from the participants who would like to ask their question can please do so.
Namaste, Swami.
Namaste, 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 Sneha. You are unmute. Oh, you need to unmute. You are muted. You need to unmute yourself. Yes.
Yes, I am diabetic from last 12 years, but my recent problem is because of my scoliosis. I have a scoliosis, and because of that, I have a hip joint inflammation. So I know the root cause because my pelvic is tilted because of the scoliosis. So, and because of that, I is very difficulty in walking. I have to sit in every 10 minutes, 15 minutes if I'm walking or if I'm standing. So is this course is helpful for that? And I'm diabetic as well, but it is a different thing. It may
Okay.
help. Yeah.
Okay. So why you have got into scoliosis?
I don't know. It's from years, from my childhood, and I didn't knew that I have a scoliosis. After many years, I had a back pain, and I'm taking chiropractor sessions as well at the moment. I'm taking the dry needling as well. But still, it's like chiropractor. They say this take time because you have a spine bended like a S shape now. So it's take time, and I'm in a horrible pain now at the moment.
Okay. So you don't know why you got into scoliosis.
No,
So you do not know the root cause.
in my childhood, when I was very young, I had couple of fractures, one by another. So I'm assuming that always that because of that fracture, like beauty bone and both the hands and one by other, not at the same time.
So what is the
My
difference
Fracture
between
versus scoliosis.
what is the difference between a person who gets less fracture or no fracture and a person who gets more fracture? What is the problem in that person?
maybe the fragile
Structure.
D deficiency or calcium deficiency.
Okay,
No,
structure is
absorption factor is weak.
deviated. Why the structure is deviated? Because the structure maintaining strength of your body is weak.
Right.
Structure maintaining strength of your
Maintaining
body is
strength.
weak. That is why, you know, if you if the structure maintaining strength of your body becomes strong, what will
Yeah.
happen? Even if you play with this body and use it in a most difficult manner, it will again get back to the
40
right
इसके बाद
structure.
अभी. Shit.
Yeah.
So, what is structure maintaining strength of your body? That needs to be understood in a dynamic manner. Then only you can practice and improve the strength, isn't it?
Right.
So, the structure maintaining strength of your body is, I told you, metabolic strength. Metabolic strength means the amount of inhalation you do, if you are able to hold it without difficulty, 4 to 5 times more than that.
Right.
Now, let's proceed. Let's continue that. If you can hold 4 to 5 times more than inhalation, your metabolic strength is good. But then, if you can exhale twice the inhalation, taking from that point. You hold it 4 to 5 times and then exhale twice the length of inhalation. And if you can do it without difficulty, your structure maintaining strength is good. This is called as Vyana Shakti. This is called as Vyana Shakti. Vyana Shakti is structure maintaining strength. Now, complete the formula. Inhalation for whatever number possible. You see 5 times hold and twice the inhalation. You need to exhale without difficulty. If you practice that, the structure maintaining strength you will gain, you will get back. So if your structure maintaining strength improves, and then we align your body. There are three basic alignments that you need. One is the alignment of your navel. The other is the alignment of your chest, middle of chest. The third is the alignment of your skeletal structure, left and right side of your body. These three alignments are built in the program. So, improving the structure, maintaining strength, and aligning your body, you'll see you'll get a lot of help in your scoliosis. If you would have done it for a few years, you would have come out of scoliosis.
Right.
The second part, diabetes is what? It is deterioration of the health of your mitochondria. So if you do Kumbhak, you will get help in your diabetes also. Although this program is not designed for specifically attending or people helping specifically diabetes, it is not designed for it. But yes, you will get help in diabetes as well.
Okay. And I have another question, Swamiji, is for my son. He has the IBD. He has diagnosed the Crohn disease at the moment. So can it work?
Irritable bowel disease. Bowel disease. Is that?
Irritable bowel disease. That is actually he has the Crohn disease. So that
Crohn
is
disease. Okay, it has become autoimmune disorder.
Yes.
What is basically said is he has got into autoimmune disorder. Yes, autoimmune disorder can be reversed. We have cases like that. Every kind of autoimmune disorder, like for example, rheumatoid, which is also autoimmune. Crohn's is an autoimmune. That means your immunity has started shooting up consistently.
Yeah.
It will go up if your metabolism is down. So one of the easiest way to help the immunity is improve the metabolic factor of your body. And they do inverse functioning. If your metabolism improves, your immunity will balance out.
Right.
Right. So that's how autoimmune syndrome, any kind of autoimmune syndrome, your body can come out of, or you can come out of, anybody can come out of that. It will take a little more time. That's a time duration. What the time this body will need will vary from person to person.
Right.
Right.
Right. Thank you, Swamiji.
जी स्वामी जी I read a book by another saint called Om Swami. You might have heard. He's written a book and he's quite well published on Amazon. Anyway, but what he says is that Kumbhak, before somebody practices Kumbhak, you need to practice alternate nose breathing for at least 6 months. Otherwise, it might cause damage to the nervous system. What is your view on that?
First of all, what we are teaching is not a part of yoga at all. Kumbhak finds mention in Yoga Kalachara. Yoga and Ayurveda are...
People are talking in between. They need to mute their mics, I think.
Okay.
See, there is a lot of
हाँ, नेट
confusion
नहीं
in terms of
मुझे की
because
दुकान की
people are.
रंग
Please unmute yourself, Netu sir. I'll not be able to speak. So, mute कर दिया. So, Ayurveda and yoga are completely opposite in nature. Because the whole humanity is not able to find health, they are taking support of anything and everything for creating health. Like yoga was never designed for health. You pick up any book of yoga, any book of yoga. There are 20 Yoga Upanishads, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Giran Samhita, Shaddarshan Samuchaya, and there are a lot of texts of yoga. Pick up any one book. Find out what is the end product of Yoga Factory. So, Patanjali Yoga Sutra is something which is taken as standard in today's time. So, Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. What will you get out of yoga? Samadhi. Samadhi, there are synonyms of Samadhi. Mukti, Moksha, enlightenment, self-realization, Nirvana, Kaivalya. Now, do you want those things? First of all, because the whole ecosystem of yoga will push you towards that aspect of life, which is called as mukti, samadhi. So yoga was never designed for creating health. Rather, health creation was always a part of Ayurveda. Ayurveda means how to enhance the life or how to empower life. Now, because yoga found its way to West, and the West could not think beyond the body and a little bit of mind, they actually created system, or they skewed the whole yoga system towards health. Because Hatha Yoga was something which was more co-relating for the West, and bending the body will help you, you know. Even if you do exercise, it helps you. Bending the body will also help you. From there, they started creating various forms of Hatha Yoga and started promoting it for health. Now, even the whole West, and the West was dominant for the last 300 years, whatever they created was always, and they marketed well, it was taken up by everybody, even India. Even India took up the Western form of yoga, and they started creating what you can call as yoga therapy. They started creating yoga therapy. The ultimate goal of yoga is not health. Although the primary steps of yoga might give you a little more health, a taste of health. But then we need to see, even if you are doing yoga, body bending, it is ideally the kumbhak which is giving you health, because breath hold happens. So if you go to gym, the breath hold gives you health. If you do aerobics, the breath hold gives you health. If you do yoga, the breath hold gives you health. But beyond a certain point, the breath hold can liberate you also. So when somebody propagates or tells something about kumbhak, they read some yoga text. And according to that, according to their understanding, they propound what is right, what is wrong, and what is to be done. In Yoga Kalachara, that is true. The mukti aspect of yoga can only be done if you have an even energy system, or your energy system is balanced for an upward movement. I can't explain everything in this short span of time, but let me tell you, if you can understand, if your energy system is aligned, or it is prepared in such a manner where it shoots up, then only Yoga Kalachara will allow kumbhak. So that is why there is a certain amount of practice which is needed. we are not intending to shoot your energy up or to pull you out of your body. Don't intend it. We want to establish you more in your body. It is a part of Ayurveda that we are teaching. The Kumbhak we are teaching is a part of Ayurveda, which is lost. It is not a part of yoga. So without Kumbhak, humanity cannot get back its health. I'm a little arrogantly saying it, but it is fact. It is the truth. At this point of time, Kumbhak is needed urgently by the humanity to get back to health. Beyond a certain threshold, Kumbhak can also liberate you, can get you out of your body. But we are not touching that threshold at this point of time at all. By yourself, you cannot do it. And
Swamiji,
in our designing
children
of the
do
module, we
Kumbhak?
have taken care. We have
Can
taken
children
necessary care for
do
that.
Kumbhak ji? Can children do Kumbhak? Like 9-year-old, 10-year-olds, can they do Kumbhak as well?
No. They need to see this program. Anybody who is more than 16 years of age can join this program.
Okay.
Below 16 years, it has to be designed in a different manner. We run programs for less than 16 years, but it is designed completely in a different manner.
Thank you, ji.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah. Last question we
Yeah.
are taking.
Sorry. I fell asleep halfway because it was quite lengthy and I was very tired. I had a headache and everything. So I maybe have missed quite a bit. I don't know. I don't remember what I missed. But I have a problem. I have got a problem with my 3, 4, 5. My 4, 5 is caged and bolted. I've got cervical. I have got a drop foot. When they did my hip, they accidentally my peripheral nerve got cut, which is 6 years on. It's not repaired and it's not ever going to be repaired. I'm not young. I'm 76. I still plod along and do things, but with pain. I don't know how your thing can help me. And the other thing is you only do it on the weekend. Weekend is a bit difficult, especially to keep that time aside because I do my religious things on those days as well, on the Sunday, especially. So I don't know if they do it on any other days. And probably I need more insight in it now because I listen to everybody and it seems very interesting. If it helps me in any way, it would really be beneficial for me.
So I'll give you an example. There is a couple, 75, 76 years.
Kantiwa.
One is 75, the lady is 75, the male is 76. And they came to me, I'm talking 1.5 years back.
Okay.
They came to me and the lady was bedridden. And she could not get up from bed. All the pain and the joint issues and the spinal issues. The male was taking care of the lady and they joined the webinar and they said, we have lost all hope. Doctors are saying surgery, but after going through two or three surgeries they have gone through, it has not helped. Still, we are not able to live a life which we want.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, you join the program and then you call me 6 months later. You just do the practices for 6 months and do it. After 6 months, you call me back. They didn't call after 6 months, but after 1 year, we met actually in an event. I organized an event and they came. And both of them said, after 6 months of our practice, we went to Himalayas and we did a trekking. We did a trekking. They were very happy with it. This is the kind of thing that can be achieved through Kumbhak. Now, you have not listened or you fell asleep. We'll share the recording in the webinar in the group.
Thank
Just
you.
go through it again. It's
Yeah.
very easy to understand what is the difficulty in you and how you can come out of it. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy to understand.
Okay.
Join the program, you'll see that you will be able to do everything that you are doing much more
ease.
powerfully,
With ease, yeah.
without pain.
Yeah. I'm standing and I'm hurt. My thigh is hurting me so badly.
And you put your number down and somebody will call you on the
Okay.
WhatsApp.
Okay.
And you
It's just the
can
weekend.
ask anything.
It's just the weekend is the bit difficult part. So if there is any other
How it can be
time.
adjusted, we can see to it. Somebody will call you and you can tell all your problems and we'll see how to do it otherwise, not in the weekend or other days. Right? That can be
Okay,
resolved.
I'll put my number on. Okay.
Thank you for joining the webinar. Your life becomes healthy and happy. That is what we intend, and that is what our wish is.
Whereabouts are you based? Are you based in India?
So we are based, our registered office is in Pune.
Okay.
And we conduct online courses only.
Okay. No, I just wondered which country you were in because that was my curiosity.
India.
That's
We
fine.
are
I was
from
there.
India.
I got stuck because of the first time I went after 6 years to a wellness place for 2 weeks and I got stuck because of the flights.
No worries.
So, is it possible to speak to people who've gone through the program or have testimonials or something? Or
they're on YouTube.
No, sir,
I think
we
they
do
say.
not. Because see, this is about disease and nobody likes to be, share their numbers and things. So I'm so sorry that is not possible.
I think they are on YouTube. I heard just now.
They are
a
all
little while
on
ago.
YouTube.
Yeah.
You can, Anilji, just share the link also and we'll share it again in the webinar group. So you can go to the YouTube link and see the testimonies.
Can I just ask you one question? Sorry, I know it's the last question. So,
No, it's okay. It's completely all right.
Okay, I just wanted to ask that, is this going to help if somebody's got endometriosis?
Ma'am, we need to know all the other problems that she has. Is it only endometriosis or what is it? So if you could, connect with us on webinar group and we will get all the details that we want, height, weight, etc. and what other issues she has, then we can guide you properly.
So where do I connect? Sorry?
You can connect in the webinar group, or the other alternative is you can give your number and Neha from our team is going to connect with you. Whoever wants us to connect personally, kindly leave your number and name, and Neha from our team is going to connect with you personally and answer all your questions. So that will be on a personal touch in case you don't want to, ask your questions on a public platform. Personally, we will connect with you at your suitable time. Anilji has just shared Neha's number as well, and it is in the admin. Neha's number is there, Anilji's number is there, and myself, Rachna. All of us are available. Whoever you want to call or message, you can do so. And you can also put your questions in the webinar group. But I would request whoever wants our team to get you to connect personally, please write down your number. I think we've got one number. Amit Chawla has given his number. So Neha, can you please make a note? Okay, Anu Singh has given her number. So we've got two numbers. Manjit ma'am has given her number. And if you with a suitable time also, I think that would be good. Or she'll message you first and then ring you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
I've given my number as well.
Okay. Kantilal sir, yes, we've noted your number. Please don't keep any doubts within you, whether you join the program or not, that's up to you. But it's about your health. So I suggest whatever doubts you have, that's why I said if you want us to connect on a personal front, we are going to do that also. So if you don't want to talk about it publicly, that's completely all right, because it's about your health condition. So Neha would personally message to you first and then call you and discuss things with you. So Kundan Shah sir has given his number. Neha, have you been able to make a note? Thank you so much, Neha. Rati Lal sir. Thank you so much, Neha. Anybody else who would like to share their number or have any questions, please feel free to ask here itself if you want to. Otherwise, the webinar group is always open. You can ask your questions. We will be sharing a lot of details there. So that is open to for you to ask. So Neha's number has been messaged by Anilji. So please make a note so that you can save it so that you know that she's going to call you from India or message to you from India. She's from Team Avisa. So no other questions and nobody else wants to share their number, is it? We would then close the session if there's. I think, Anilji, we can close the session since nobody else is
Yes.
asking any
Yes.
questions and numbers also have been given. So I think whoever wanted to share their number. So thank you so much for attending the webinar. And please feel free once again to ask your doubts and questions. Anything that you have not been able to ask, you can definitely ask and we will answer it. Namaste and good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.